So I'm with Diego and Carlos. Those are good friends from chess, and we're gonna do some analysis so we can improve our game and we can get better each day, right? So you guys look good,
Better.
huh?
Yeah, better for sure.
You're just like fixing your hair. What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this hair just pops out. I can't.
there's so much wind in his room. He's just like, look, I get it. Okay, I'm
It's
not.
like it's like the Trump wig.
I get it. This is me.
Okay. So since I have my games loaded, I think I can. Let me start from mine.
Okay,
Okay.
sure.
Actually, I did some analysis on mine as well. Let's find a way to have everything at the same time. So how do we do this? I also want to see your faces at the same time, be
Are,
able to see the board. So this is
are we?
a bit
Oh,
tough.
that's. mhm. Are we gonna see how many games do we want to look at in total?
I don't know. Maybe we can do maybe 1 hour and a half, maybe whatever you guys want.
Yeah,
Uh, something like that. So I'll go through like not too. Maybe we will not spend like too much. All of our games in the Turkey Bowl, maybe. Can we do that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great. So
I mean, we can speed it up if we see that we're running out of time.
all right, great. So to be honest, okay. Okay, I think we can just see the board for now, and then we'll see our faces again. Okay, because it's hard
Yeah.
to have both things in the at the same time. Okay, so let me. Oh, heck. Okay, so I have the games loaded. Let me just open games. Okay, so this is a first round game that I played. Okay, against Dario Martin, right?
Yeah.
So it was. Let me see what it was.
You crushed him. You crushed him, man.
Oh,
He's just like 11 years old. You're so mean.
the heck this. Sorry.
Oh, it crashed.
Huh? It's just like 20 something moves. 22 moves. 23 moves.
Well, he played a. The thing is that it was kind of position that usually a kid will not play as well as somebody with more experience. That's the feeling that I have. Um,
Okay.
yeah. Give me 1 second.
Did you
Yeah,
do that
Dario,
on purpose? Or
Dario's a good player. He plays a Karo Khan. Every time I play him, and I'm white,
Yeah.
he plays a Khan, and we've alternated wins. I think I've played him 4 times, and we're 2-2. He's a good player.
Yeah. I think he beat Gaston once, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
I remember that too.
Yeah.
He did big.
In one of the Epicure, right?
Yep.
Okay. So let me see. I hope it doesn't crash again. This thing. Oh, what the heck? Okay, 1 second.
did you pick that the opening because he was a kid, or it was just a coincidence? Or what?
It was a coincidence, to be honest. Okay, 1 second. This is the one.
I mean, do you do that, Diego? Like depending on their age? Because I don't like. I don't really care my opponent. I just play the
No,
same.
no. I consider every factor of my opponent. If it's a,
Really?
Me too.
I'll put that into the equation, of course. Yeah. If it's an old guy, if he's fat, if he's skinny, if he's whatever, I put everything into the equation.
So what happens when they show their crack? You throw that in the.
Oh, that's definitely that's definitely a factor.
I consider a lot of things. I consider previous games, so I consider style, right? If it's more positional, more tactical, and it has worked out, like the choice of opening when I play. So
Yeah.
let me show you this game. So let me just switch the board, okay?
Four. Oh my god.
Okay. So c5, and I play this, right? Is it familiar for you, Carlos? Right?
Yeah, very familiar.
Yeah. So we both play the same.
The
Okay, and he
D5.
played this. Okay, which is actually I prefer to play against e5, but actually this plays with the more activity for white because he has the isolated d pawn, right? But
Yep.
at the same time, if I reach an endgame, I will be better. And that's what
Yep.
happened here, right? He traded the wrong pieces and he got into a bad position, right?
Oh, the thing about the isolated queen pawn is that you have to know how to take
Yep.
advantage of it.
Yeah,
How
that's
to like block it and attack it and not trade off your big pieces and So I guess he probably knows like the basic concepts, but he doesn't know it as much as you do.
well. There's some theory and some more sharp lines that put more pressure on black. Whatever he did, he was just developing normally without even considering the theory. I know for sure the theory on this one here. You can go bishop b5 and I play knight d7. Okay, like you play like this 97, right? That's usually what they play. So at the end, for example, 97, 93, bishop g7, and
Maybe
then
6 at some point. Yeah.
knight f3, I believe, and then they play this d6, d6. Sorry, whose turn it is? Castle, and they play this move. Okay, so that's usually the theory, and there's sometimes that the black sacrifices a pawn. Usually they don't take. Sometimes they just play here. So that's usually a theory. That's also in the book. Okay.
Yep.
A6, he takes e7, and something like this. Okay. So he sacrifices a pawn, but actually black has more
Like
development
two.
and has can play against the grip on the d5 square, right? So that's a way of playing. Actually, I was checking this line in the opening for Black Explain. They go through this, right? But whatever he did, he just let me develop normally. Okay, and then he played, yeah, also Queen B6, B3 is a possibility. Sometimes you play Queen B3, um, not in this position maybe, but instead sometimes you play like this, and then Queen B3. Okay. Sorry, I'm just.
So it's basically white has activity and then black has the isolated pawn to attack, right?
Well, white has activity actually, right? White should
Yeah, yeah,
be pushing, okay, and
yeah.
black should be trying to trade pieces. So
Yeah, because
there's a
black
move,
wants.
this move, right? For example, then this move comes very strong. You play
Oh.
e6, and then you
Mm-hmm.
play b takes, okay, c3. So this is
Oh,
a way of playing as well.
no, yeah, but yeah, I'm saying that white in this position, white is playing for activity, and black is playing to hold and then attack the isolated pawn, right?
Right, to blockade on d5, to try to trade the light square bishop from white light square bishop, which is a good piece, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna see that in the game as well. So this happened just so development, normal development without putting pressure on me, right? And now I play this, and he took. This is a mistake, of course, right? You don't want to like change pieces and then go for give me like extra tempi, right? Because I'm going to play the queen in d5 and then I'm gonna put the rook on d8. So it's just accelerate my development and right places my queen in a better square. Okay.
To take is a mistake.
Yeah, here to take is a mistake for sure. Right, bishop b3 is a possibility as well. There are some options. Okay. Yeah.
Mm.
So he take here, he took here and played here, and I played just like right away. I put pressure on the pawn. He moved the queen. Taking is dangerous here. Okay, it might even be already bad. Okay, yeah, I didn't even went that far calculating because this is like kind of annoying. Okay,
Yeah.
then it becomes weak for me. Okay, even computer gives some bit of advantage for black, but actually white has compensation for sure. I didn't want to go into this. Okay, so he played rook d1. I played of like just prophylactic move, just to avoid any knight g5 and see what he wants to play, right? Because here I didn't know if I wanted to go to the rook to c8 or leave it on a8. So it's just like I wanted to make a waiting move in order to see what he was going to do, okay, and what it was gonna be my plan. So I play h6. He went back. He was just wasting some tempos, and then king h7, b3, right? When he's okay, because he couldn't play rook ac1 because I was attacking the a2 pawn. But with this move, actually, he's weakening his dark squares in the queen side, so I took advantage of that right away. Okay, so here, of course, I'm not gonna take because I want to still get the blockade on d5, right? This square is gonna be is really is
It's important.
my
It's
center of
important. Yeah.
operation. Yeah, so I want to keep
Can I,
these pawns
can
like
I
that.
ask you a question? Sorry,
Sorry, what did you
Daddy.
say?
I just want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Why do you want to put the queen on a3? You said you wanted to dominate the dark squares, but what is the
Okay,
your objective?
I have options of knight to b4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, those
Mm-hmm.
options, and I think it's very it puts some pressure on a2 as well. So it's always like that. And also, I have plans for even playing queen b4 sometimes to exchange queens, which I will not be that. Uh, I will not be. I will be happy with it with that trade because what I
Because
want is yeah.
black wants to do what you want to do essentially is trade the major pieces right now, right?
Well, not all the pieces. Maybe the light square bishops for sure. I want to trade, but I want to trade in my terms. I don't want to trade on c4, fixing his pawn structure. Okay,
Yeah.
if I take on c4, maybe he even might be better. Okay, he might even be
Yeah.
better. Even when he wastes so many tempos with the queen, when he took on the d5, it wouldn't matter. He will be better, right?
Yeah.
He will have pawn mobility. But yeah, so I want to. Yeah, I just wanted to maybe also that having the moving the queen to a3, I'm increasing the scope of the rook on d8 because it's pointing directly to the queen. So I have options for playing maybe knight e5. I don't know. I thought I would improve my queen. I thought it would be better on a3 than on d6. Yeah.
And now he's threatening to take your bishop on e6, right? If you
Right.
don't.
Yeah, so, and you don't want him to push that pawn, so what do? You play bishop d5, I'm guessing?
Yes. Bishop d5.
Mm-hmm.
And I have now the threat of taking on f3 as well, right? That's also tricky.
Yeah.
Right, taking on f3 and also winning a pawn on d4. It would be clean pawn on d4. Okay, so he took, right. Now positionally the game is won,
Yeah.
right? He has a bad bishop. You can see, right? That bishop on e3. It's bad bishop plus the weakness on d4, right? And I have rooks that are gonna double on the d file, and I can even add another attacker, which is gonna be the queen, right?
Yeah. And now that queen is doing a very good. The queen on a3 is stopping the advance of the queenside pawn.
Yeah, it's fixing the pawns, right? And
Yeah.
is dominating, and he supports any knight b4 as well. That's a point, right?
Yeah.
But it's not gonna be needed in this game. So he plays this move. I'll be happy if I trade even more pieces, right? But I want to trade
Yeah.
in my terms, as I told you, right? Taking on here, computers giving rook takes c5. Okay, I just played rook d8. Okay, and then he went back. Okay, so he was planning. Here, why I'm pretty sure he was lacking a plan. Okay, even yeah, even for a player like, especially for a player with not too many years of experience, right? He will not have too many resources. He don't have I wouldn't have a right plan here. I don't know what to suggest for white. Okay,
Yeah.
just wait for the for
Well,
like.
basically, you try to like create. I don't know, because maybe try to attack the queen somehow, but how? You
Well,
know.
here is just to improve your pieces, right? Trying to double, triple on the D pawn. Then, if he's covering the D pawn very well and there's no other option, then you try to create weaknesses. You attack on A2, for example, with knight D4, right? With knight d4, you try to create a second weakness, right? You already have the weakness on d4. So everybody is defending d4, then you will go for another weakness, which will be on the queen side in this case, right? On the pawn on a2. But in this game, it wasn't necessary. Just attacking on d4, it was enough to win. Okay.
But now he allowed you to double up on the D file, but
Yeah,
now he's also threatening Rook A4, right?
which is harmless completely, right? Yeah. So
If he plays Rook A4 now,
I play e5, right? The pawn is pinned. So I add another attacker to d4. How
yeah,
many pieces are attacking d4? Just the
all,
pawn, bishop,
all of
knight,
them.
rook, the other rook. And I can add another attacker, which is going to be the queen, okay? So it's going to be one, two, three, four, five, six attackers. And you only have how many defenders? One, two, three, four, five, right? But I decided just to have a one less attacker, just setting up a trap. So if he tries to defend the pawn either with the queen c3 or queen b2, there's a cool idea. I don't know if you can spot it. Just liquidating, right? Liquidate everything, and then you have a background mate, right?
Wow.
Hmm?
Wow.
So it was a pretty smooth game. It was the most like yeah, the best game I played actually, but it was the one which my opponent made it the easiest, right?
I think he definitely made a mistake by taking your light squared bishop.
Yeah, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But what was he going to do? Maybe retreating to e2. I'm pretty sure it's better. Okay, but I have options. I can either take. I can maybe I can play e5 if he retreats. Let's see. What is the option? Uh, Bishop takes f3, and the computer is just giving this line. Right? Sorry,
But now he has the bishop pair though. That's pretty
this
good.
one. Yeah, this one is even better. Bishop takes, and knight takes. This is um this is better for okay. This is clearly
Black.
better for black, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
but
difficult position, but yeah, you need to like assess when to take the d4 pawn because sometimes white can sacrifice the pawn and get a compensation for that, right? So it's tricky. Yeah, some it would have been good for him to play h3 at some point when he didn't have a plan what to do. H3 was a useful move. Okay, just giving a flight square for the king, right?
yeah.
There were options at some point for bishop g4 when the bishop moved. So h3 was a good move, I believe, as well for him. Okay,
Wow.
okay. So if
His first
yeah,
mistake was to play with you, sir. That was his first mistake.
no, not at all, man. He was actually I told his dad, right? He understands better this position. He's not gonna make the same mistakes. So maybe I can send this video to him and we can give our observations so he can improve, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't think he was completely lost at the end there. It was more of a tactical mistake on his side, not really positional.
Tactical mistake and theoretical mistake. Okay, you need to put
Yeah.
more pressure on your
Yeah.
opponent. You just if you he was just developing casually. If I don't know the theory, I will develop like that, right? But
Yeah,
if
and his
he
development was a
yeah
bit slow too. Almost every one of your moves was a developing move, except for when you played h6.
right
Uh, so I mean, look at your rooks; they're perfect. You know, he took a while to bring that rook into the game.
yeah he moved the queen so
He
many
repeated.
times that means that he doesn't have a plan. He didn't have a plan to
Yeah,
right? And
Okay.
also, yeah, yeah, go ahead.
I mean, just opening understanding. You know those temples mean a lot at the beginning. Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of little mistakes there that he could improve on for sure.
Right. Yep. So actually, this is a Caracan, to be honest. This is a Caracan pan of blood meaning variation for black. So yeah,
Oh,
it becomes transposes to that. Yeah. So if you want, I can start since I already have the Diego's games. We can start with one of your games, Diego. Maybe we can start with the one you think you played the worst, right? I don't know.
I played bad, except a little bit with Jordanis. I played better.
Okay, so let's go with the one you play, the Mr. Marquez.
Ugh. I
I've
played
played
good.
I've played him once. I've played him once in a previous under 2100. That kid is good. He's very good.
Actually, I
He's
looked him
not.
up, and he has represented his country. I believe he's from Venezuela. He played
Wow.
junior championships and stuff like that. He's 15
Oh
years
wow.
old, I believe, and
He's
he
he
just became
he's
an
very
expert.
he's very lucky. That's what he is.
Okay.
Well, this game. Well, Diego, you know this game's pure luck, right? I mean,
No, he's lucky. He's lucky that I played so bad against him.
Well,
yeah.
he made some mistakes as well. That's what I believe. Because even the final position, I think he had an okay position, but at the end he was even a bit better for you, right?
I I had a moment where I could trade the queens off, and I had the position I had was so superior because I had a bishop that was like an open file,
Yeah, but
and I just
that's true. But the position was blocked as well. So your bishop was good, but the position was blocked, so the knight could maneuver a bit like
Diego, do
maybe.
you crack under time pressure? Because I do. I mean, I have a game that we can go over. I mean, I felt like I was completely dominating this guy, but then we were both low on time, and he crushed me. I mean, he made it me at the end because I made just awful mistakes. But do you guys crack at the end, like during blitz at all? Like in the last few minutes?
I try
you
not
want to
to.
be. Yeah.
I
Go on.
try
Honestly,
not to. I try not to get into time travel. To be honest,
I need to manage my time a lot
yeah,
better. But
because anybody can make
Yeah,
mistakes under time pressure. Yeah.
yeah. I try to manage my time, but where I get affected is the opposite. I get like too anxious and want to play fast, and I miss a lot of good moves. You'll see that in my games. Like I miss a lot of obvious moves that if I spent 3 or 4 minutes thinking about, I would have played. You know what I mean?
Well, so a good thing, good advice. I think I got as well is that sometimes you have two good moves that look like really well. Okay, so sometimes you spend time on analyzing why one is better than the other one, and you're pretty much trying to write a write a paper of like why one is better than the other one. Sometimes you just have to go ahead with one of them. I was like that, more like a perfectionist, like trying to look like for the very first best move. And sometimes both are like pretty good moves, right? Sometimes that happens and you don't know what to do. So we can go over the game.
Yeah.
E4, C5. You know the theory of this, Diego?
I have no idea of any theory whatsoever.
Okay. So I believe like you gotta learn some, right?
Well, that's the thing. I don't think it's necessary right now. When I get to the 2000s ish, I'll start doing that. But I don't think anybody can get a really good advantage in the opening right
Well, you're
now.
playing at 2100, right? So I think like
Yeah, but you can see it in the game. Like I'm playing on 2100. I have no idea what the theory is, and I still get a good game call.
okay, okay.
Right? I don't know. You tell me. I don't know.
No, like okay, but not always is that's the case. Yeah, that's
Yeah, no,
my take on
I
that.
understand. I just waste more of my time in the opening because I try to think of a plan in the open. Like in the first 4 or 3 moves, I'm already thinking of what my middle game's gonna look like, and I try to spend more time figuring out where my pieces are gonna be put. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, the opening, I think, is important just because if you play somebody like you play a 2200 and you play into his opening, if you deviate from the main line into maybe a secondary best move, or like just the second best move or the third best move, then he'll punish you. I mean, he'll know exactly what to do. Sorry, hold on about that.
Let me send
I
this
haven't had that
to
experience.
Gaston. The link to Gaston. He's gonna join as well. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Well, me personally, I would like to experience it. I've never had that experience, but I would like to experience it.
What experience is that?
Somebody destroy me in the opening because I don't know the theory.
Man, like you're gonna see my game against Pedro, okay? So you're gonna agree with me. And he's a 2300 something, okay? And he got destroyed in the opening itself because I knew that theory.
Okay,
He
no,
didn't know the theory.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible. It's just never happened to me.
No, like I think you can get better. You can. I would suggest to study the openings. I believe Carlos as well improved reading opening for Black Explain and White Explain. I repeated so many times. So this opening for White Explain and Black Explain, like I also improved a lot. Okay, with openings. Actually, I had a crushing games in Rapid with one variation from the two nights against Hoyos and Vlad. I was 2 points up in the both games. I won one game and drew the other game. Okay, so
Oh, if you're playing faster, if you're playing a faster time control, I would agree with you. But like 2 hours when you
no,
have time
even
to think about what you're gonna do, like that to me is it makes you equal a little bit more. Does that make? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I totally agree if it's a faster time control.
Oh yeah.
Because Carlos, you've destroyed me in Blitz easily. I'm like, whoa, this guy is destroying me just because you know some tricks in the openings, and you know what to look for.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you deviate from it, I know what to play. But I mean, that's only if you play into my opening, of course. If it's something. I mean, I don't know if you sideline anyways, and maybe that's the advantage you have is that since you don't know the openings and you're playing constant sidelines and you just deviate completely, then I mean, you create opportunities that weren't there before. So
what is the 4-3-1-6-4-2
And it's
7.
not like I don't know anything, because I read books and stuff, and when you analyze games,
yeah.
you get in certain books you see a lot of openings repeatedly, but I've never sat down and say, okay, I'm going to study this opening. Never.
Yeah.
Like sometimes on the St. Louis YouTube channel, I watch Sarah videos and stuff where he goes over an opening.
Yeah.
That's fun and stuff, but I don't like sit down with a book of openings.
For example, I know the theory for this for white. Okay, I know a3 is not a good move. Okay, here bishop e2 is the move. Okay. Okay, I can tell you straight from okay, bishop e2. Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense because you're
Yeah, he was
castle.
preventing this, but even you can sacrifice a pawn sometimes. Okay, castle.
Yeah.
And then if he plays bishop, there is a move. This move.
Yeah.
This move. Okay, very tricky move. Taking the pawn is very dangerous. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some tricks here. Okay. So yeah, I believe I don't play this anymore, but I used to play this a lot. And this is right. So this a3, I don't think it's
What is this called?
This is a Paulson variation, I believe. I'm not sure. I'm not completely sure about the name.
Yeah, he spent a lot of time. I have it on my notes. He spent a lot of time thinking about like in this position. He spent at least like 20 minutes thinking about.
Right, and here what you played makes sense. You're playing like a French now. Okay, you're playing like a French, and it's fine. Only thing is your bishop doesn't have this A6 introduce. Okay, I'm not an expert on this, but usually you want to. It will take you some time to improve that bishop, right?
He helped me out with that.
Yeah, yeah, he helped you out with that. And here he's maneuvering. Maybe I will have preferred bishop d3 to be honest. Okay.
Oh, G5. I didn't even think about G5. That's interesting.
No. That's who's giving that. Oh yeah, what's the possibility? No, but bishop d3 makes sense. Okay, to be honest, and he can try to attack you on the king side. But this move, I'm not sure. Too sure.
He wants to put a knight on D4.
Yeah,
That
but
makes sense.
why you don't need? Makes more sense to me to develop the piece that is not playing. Okay, so
Yeah, I agree.
right,
Mm-hmm.
that bishop was not playing. So why you have to move that piece again, right?
Yeah.
So if you
Mm-hmm.
see, he didn't play the opening very well. Okay, this move I'm pretty sure is not. And then okay, he plays this right. So fine.
Yeah, that's my whole point. This is my point about openings. Like a 2100 isn't playing the opening well. So why do I have to go study
Well,
if this guy?
Mr. Pereira is not Mr. Marquez is not playing but you can play another guy that is gonna know the opening very well. Okay, maybe he's
Maybe.
very strong in the middle game, end game, or at this in this game he didn't play well the opening, but they're gonna have a good opening preparation for sure. Otherwise, they wouldn't reach 2100, right? They wouldn't reach 2100 without like some opening preparation. That's my opinion now.
Yep.
So he played this queen. Yeah, this I don't like it that much as well. Anyways, you want to play this g6. You want to play
I
it,
have.
right?
I have. Yeah. I have.
So let me see. Hey Gaston, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Hey Gaston, how are you,
Oh,
man? Can I see your face, your pretty face?
you have money, you can see everything.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
Now we have with Diego and Carlos a refrigerator as well. We have say hello to our refrigerator.
This beautiful house that he's selling.
Yeah, because he's selling, right?
Mm-hmm.
So okay, so we were going through the games from the Turkey Bowl. We just saw the game against that I play against Dario Martin, and now we are going. We're checking the game that Diego played against Mr. Marquez Pereira, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Gaston, what do you think about this opening? This looks like a Paulson, right?
Yeah, it's possible, yeah.
And he played. Mr. Marquez play a3, which I don't like. I know the theory for this is bishop e2 and you castle, and there are some ideas with the knight a4, like I showed this guys. So and then this is a pawn sacrifice on e4, but Dia was saying that he took a lot of time and he played a3, right?
So at least 20 minutes, at least.
Wow.
Move 7, so yeah, right. And then we go to a French, right? So a French. What do you think about this position, Gaston?
Well, I mean, in the French, you can see a3 is a very bad move, right? Because maybe the best plan for white is queen d2 and castle long, and if you castle long, okay, before is the point of the contact in the position, right? So if you attack him, you going faster than the white.
Yep, yep.
Mm.
And here,
I-
Mr. Marquez played this move.
Well, do you guys think that maybe, I mean, why did he think so long? Because of the a6 move? Maybe it was a sideline that he thought maybe he was gonna push, or do something eventually. I mean,
He took so long
kind of weird.
because he was afraid of bishop b4. Okay, I'm pretty sure about it. But sometimes you can even sacrifice that pawn. Okay,
Yeah.
sacrifice that pawn, and then even you can get the dark squares. Okay, So I play against Carlos Hoyos one game that I sacrificed a pawn like that, and I got like very good compensation for the in the dark squares. Yeah, he also played this line with black pieces.
Yeah, bishop b4 isn't that good for black, but there's ways to play.
Yep.
Because I don't want to lose my dark squared bishop. It's a good bishop.
Yeah.
So he played this. I would have preferred bishop d3 to be honest. Okay.
I like g5 now.
Right.
G5 and then rook g8. Oh, I like that.
So he's maneuvering, and he plays this move. Okay, which I don't like it that much either. I don't know. I don't think he was playing the opening very well. Anyways, you want to prevent f5, right? So g6 is a move that anyways you might be playing at some point.
Yeah, he helped me develop.
I think a better plan was to play bishop d3 and try to castle long. And well, here maybe it doesn't work because you're gonna play knight c4, but that was a plan before. Instead of going to this maneuver, just playing bishop d3.
Yeah, I did it anyway. Yeah.
And trying to get some attack, maybe without castling, trying to roll the pawns, right? Trying to get a yeah. Maybe it's not ready now, but I don't know. The plan he chose, I don't like it that much. And here we get to a position. He tries to exchange your good bishop for his not that good bishop in theory, right? But you're gonna get a strong bishop, right?
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I was thinking I won positionally, but then later I committed a major blunder and he infiltrated me.
So I think Gaston will be an expert in these positions. What do you think, Gaston? Who's
No,
better,
I
that
think
knight or that bishop?
No, Diego here he have a clear advantage.
Yep.
I mean, because the knight is good in d4 in this position. If, for example, if the c4 pawn is in d5 and your bishop is in c6 or d7, because the knight blocked the bishop and the position. But in this position, the knight in d4, I mean, don't do nothing, right?
Yeah, it's not doing anything.
Yep.
Here you can play h5, maybe castle short too, b4, you know.
Yep.
b4 is a super strong move because you open the queen side.
Yeah, you need to open the queen side at some point, right? With breaks
Yeah.
with a5. He will probably play c3 and then you can play a5 and b4, right?
Yeah.
So
I hate myself when I'm looking at
yeah,
this.
and he doesn't have what is the break that he wants to play? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, I guess his only advantage is his dark squares, but he has nothing to support that. And for him to get maybe his knight to f6, which
No.
to me jumps. I mean, it'll take him an hour to do that.
But the dark squares are not. Yeah, there's no way, for example, to go to d6.
Yeah.
Right. And even if he goes to d6, what's the problem? Like, there's not much, right?
That's
Perfect knight.
Yeah. So here you start. You went a bit wrong, right, Diego?
I just me fui de aventura con mi reina. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So what was your plan here? What do you want?
I just wanted to attack on h2 and just like create some passed pawns there. But he offered a queen trade. I should have taken the queen trade and then done that. But I just continued attacking, and then I forgot that he can castle long. So he castled long, and then he just infiltrated, and he threatened to trap my queen, and he destroyed me.
Yeah, you could have played this, right? Simple.
I mean,
queen trade, and then you have to. Yeah, go ahead.
The problem, I think, is Diego, you need to play in the queen side, not in the king side.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't think of that. Play on the queen side.
Yeah, you need to prepare your breaks. Your breaks with a5 and b4.
But my bishop is on that nice diagonal on the king side, no?
No, yeah, but it's not in the king side. You need to play. You need to play in the queen side. For example, queen h4 check is a bad move because your queen in e7 cover you black squares. So the queen there is perfect. Maybe you need to castle short maybe rook FBA and A5 and B4 is a plan.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
You
that's
have
the
the
plan.
break. He doesn't have the break. That's the thing. You have a better.
The
You
only,
have a
the,
yeah.
yeah, the only play for him is F5 or H4 or G4, but maybe
But that,
help you too. I mean,
but
he don't have nothing.
I'm thinking that the knight has more scope on the queen side than on the king side. No,
No, the knight don't do nothing there.
he's attacking my b5 pawn, so I can't play h5. No.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's why you need to prepare before with rook FBA and A5 and B4.
Or maybe queen to b7 before that instead of queen to h4, queen to b7.
Well, maybe, but I prefer the queen in the king side, right? Free in the king side for any maybe any attacking or something. The queen defends my king, so A5 and B4.
And if you see if he tries to break on the queen side, on the king side, he's gonna weaken his light squares, and the queen and bishop can.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
but if you see that position, why don't have any plan here? What is the plan? You don't have any plan.
There is one nice plan
So-
with rook a2, bishop h1, and yeah, a8, and then queen b7 as well. So there are a lot of possibilities.
Yeah. Here, why don't have any plan?
Okay.
Okay.
We can stop there because I'm made really bad moves later.
So here you almost got your queen trapped. The computer here was giving g5.
Oh, okay.
G5.
G5.
G5. So what's he gonna play? That's a nice break, man. G5.
Yeah.
Yep.
I should have played that.
Yep. But you ended up now in a bad position.
Okay, so there I forgot he could castle long.
Yeah, now you haven't even castle. You have a lot of problems, right? He has
Oh,
open house.
You gotta learn the rules to the game first, Diego. Okay.
Because I was like, when he castled, I was like, he can't do that, and then I was like, oh, he can.
And he can even
Wow.
now since you already gave this square for the knight, the g5, or he can go to g5 and then go to f6. It's gonna be deadly.
Yeah.
Okay, this is already losing, right?
Wow.
Yeah, he killed me.
He ended up getting that knight on f6.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
So let's jump into the next game. So Carlos, you send me your game, right?
Yeah.
Your worst game first?
No, I'm sending you my best game first.
Come on, Carlos.
No, my worst game is terrible. See, I didn't have a worst game, I
That's the
think.
thing,
Well,
right?
yeah, I did. With Jonathan, with the game with Jonathan Lau, whatever his last name is.
No, wait. Did your rating go up, Carlos?
Yeah, I think 18 points.
Oh, okay. So what are you now, like 18.7?
Yeah, somewhere around there. I think 1867, something like that.
I think what do we see? Oh, I'm messing it up.
Making my way up, to where you're at, Diego.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It's because Pedro gave me some points last year that you won.
Yeah.
Gracias, Pedro. Gracias, Pedro.
All right, Gaston. I hope you're impressed by this game. Okay.
Okay, let me see. Show me, baby.
Okay.
I think. Yeah. So I'm white here, and I played the Grand Prix attack. So go back. Yeah, there we go. You want to flip the boards? Yeah.
He's a candidate for the immortal. Immortal.
All right. So at this point right here, I think yeah, that's what he needed to play, right? He needed to take knight, and I think he what did I play after? Yeah, I just took, and here he didn't blunder yet. There was a small blunder, I feel like, in the opening. And then he needed to defend that pawn, the d4 pawn. So he played knight to play the next move.
Knight to c6, huh?
Yeah,
He needed to
but
play
that was what it was
takes.
forcing. You think? I don't think that was forcing. I thought maybe d takes e4.
Yeah, D takes
For,
E4 makes it more natural, right?
yeah.
Because he's gonna attack your E4 pawn with the bishop B7. So after that.
Yeah, so now he has double pawns. And here's where I thought it was a huge mistake by him. Of course, he plays f5. I guess the idea here was to prevent my black bishop from going anywhere. But at the same time, I mean, look at his position. Look at his bishop. His white bishop is it's not going anywhere.
No, his side is weak. No.
Yeah, big time. So I mean, here I was thinking in between rook to e1 first. But I just decided to go with knight to g3, just open it up, and then after that I have more options. You know, I can play rook to e1, maybe queen to f3 or something like that. So here he played. He just had to develop. He developed pieces, but yeah, bishop to c5. That one was another strange one. I think when I was analyzing it, the computer actually suggested that move. Not sure. I guess there's no other places for it to go. I mean, maybe bishop to d6. I don't know. So after, yeah, you see.
This is a really
What is the computer do for that one?
giving knight
Okay.
A5. To be honest, I believe this position is already losing
Oh yeah, yeah. At this point, yeah, I know. I knew I was winning for sure. Positionally opening, I mean, definitely. But like in any game, right? It's hard to actually follow through and win the game. So I had to consistently build my advantage. I mean, I knew that he couldn't develop, so I just concentrated on developing and getting all my pieces into the game. So it was a perfect game. You know, I mean, he's making mistakes, so I'm just continually developing my pieces. Yeah, so here he played king f8. There we go. Yeah, and so again, my black bishop, I developed it. Knight to bishop to d2. He developed his rook. And what's his? Yeah, and then I developed my queen, the last piece. All right, so now here he had to defend his pawn on d5. So he played that knight. There's nothing he can do with his pieces. I thought, you know, there's nothing else he can do to develop. So I just continue developing my pieces with rook to e2. So there we go.
That's great, man.
Yeah. So yeah, at this point, you know, I was looking at the position. I mean, there's only one piece that's not putting pressure, right? I mean, I guess two: the black bishop and my knight. So and there's a huge weakness on g5 for black. So I played knight to h1 here.
Excellent move. Excellent. The best move in the game.
Yeah, the best move.
Yeah,
you should be proud of this. This like star move.
Yeah. Yeah. After this, I just played like a computer. Just took advantage. Just every move was incredible. All right, so here if you go back a few. All right, right there. After I got my knight to g5, I mean there was only one piece left to get into the game, which is the black bishop. That's why I played king to h1 to get out of the way first, and then open it up for the bishop. Now here's it's a lot of tactics involved because I'm putting a lot of pressure on that knight on e7. So both the queen and the bishop have to defend that knight, right? So they can't do anything. So this is my whole idea. I took here on d4 the pawn.
That's one thing that I wanted to tell you, and I told you when we were analyzing this. Before you open the game, give a flight square, okay?
Yeah.
Here maybe it's not necessary because the game you already have a good advantage, right? But if you get into a position, right, another position with not so much advantage as in this game, you might need your flight square. So before you're the one opening the position, so before you open the position, playing an h3, okay, just in case. And if you
and I completely agree with you because it did happen to me later in the game, and I'll show you. I had to play that move. You know, at some point I have to play it. I might as well play it when he can't. He has no moves. So you make complete sense there. There I get a pass pawn by force, and here I make yeah. I take his pawn. He can't move that knight. It's defense.
Deflecting the knight, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Carlos, is this the game you have mate in 11 or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the best. Yeah, I thought this was the best move in the game. Bishop to d8 for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, he can't do much. I think.
I think this is Kateriano's new immortal. Okay.
Yeah, it's a mate in 11 there, but I didn't find it. But I mean, at this point, it was a blitz
I didn't find it.
there, and then
Finds a mate.
there at that point he's lost. Of course, I mean he loses the queen. So yeah, it was a beautiful game for me.
That's a nice game, Carlos. In the opening, I would say that for him it was better to. I have seen actually this position. Then you take on. Then you take on e4.
Nope.
Okay. Here and you take on e4. I've seen this position. I know this position is playable.
Exactly. I've seen this position too. Like I've definitely, but he played knight to c6 one move early. That's where he messed up, and that's why I was able to get his
Yeah, but Black is doing good, right? You know, in that position, right? Attacking the queen side.
Yeah.
He's just castle short or something, and that's it.
Yeah.
He has pressure on d4. You have pressure on e4. So that's you gotta check. Yeah, we gotta check. I also have to check this line because I also play this with black pieces. Actually, maybe this exact line. Okay, so let's go to the next game. Maybe Gaston, we can do one of your games. You want to?
Me?
Yeah. Or you wanna see Carlos and Diego?
I played a tournament very badly. I mean, it's my worst tournament in years.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we can. If you want, we can go over my worst game, and I mean you can see my blunder in the opening.
Okay, yeah, that would be good to see like the worst games first.
Yeah, this one was bad.
Oh, you
if
wanna?
you want, I'll dictate the moves.
Okay.
I mean, this was bad, man. You guys are gonna kill me for this. I made a move, well, 2 consecutive moves, I'd say, after Dario. After I showed it to Dario, it was really bad.
Yeah, this position we have been analyzing, right? It's about 2000, right? Okay. So let's. Yeah. Okay, so you're with the black pieces, right?
Yes. He plays e4, c5.
Okay, 1 second. e4. Let's just stop this thing. e4, c5.
Knight f3, g6.
Okay.
c3, bishop g7.
Sorry, c3.
Yeah.
Okay.
d4.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
C takes d4 and takes again. d5.
Yeah.
So this is similar to your line, but I mean it's one more step, right?
The one where I play against Dario Martin, and you have been playing this like in all of your games, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So here e5, he pushes forward.
Yeah.
Right. So now I play knight to c6.
I love this position for black.
Yeah, now I do. After we went over it, I understand it a lot more. He played bishop to e2.
That's not a best move. Yeah.
Bishop to g4.
Yep.
Knight c3.
Okay.
Bishop takes f3.
Yep.
And then bishop takes bishop. e6.
Okay.
And then b3.
Strange move.
Yeah, here's where things got weird, right? Because, I mean, I guess he was afraid of the pressure on d4. I mean, I was looking to pressure d4 as well. So after b3, I played knight g to e7, of course, just solidifying my position, developing the last piece. He plays bishop to b2.
Hmm.
Then I played knight to f5.
No,
Yes.
it's not solid. You're solid, man.
And then knight a4. Here's where things got weird and I just went downhill. All right, so I mean, obviously he has a threat of putting knight to c5, right? What would you play here? I mean, Dario, I know you said what h5.
H5. What about you, Gaston? Diego?
Oh, I don't like knight f5, by the way.
You don't?
No,
No,
he can
you
get
need
kicked
to
out. He can
you
get.
need to you need to castle first and then play f6 like a
Yeah.
French.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, f6.
put back the knight in e7. Yeah,
Okay.
but here, for example, castle, no? I mean, castle short.
Yeah, but the problem with Castle Short,
Castle,
he has a G4, right?
no, then f6,
Okay.
f6.
Yeah, that's
Why?
true.
Why black is almost winning?
Yeah, yeah,
Castle,
that's true.
castle for black, castle for white, and f6.
Yeah.
So you have time later to play the knight in f7. I mean,
Yeah, that's true. And that's true. And that his black bishop is on the other side of the world. He's not going to help.
yeah,
So,
this is like a French, but with maybe 3 or 4 tempo extra, right?
mm,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, because now he has to take, right? And
Yeah.
when he takes, then I put pressure on d4 more pressure on d4,
Exactly. So you
and then
take,
I can play knight to f5.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, that was even better than my line, actually. Yep.
Oh, okay. I know what happened. You saw a ghost, sir. You saw a ghost, so you made your position
Oh,
worse.
no, yeah. Now he has to play for against his your e6 pawn, so you need to defend it as well, right? That's the
Yeah, that's
trade-off.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the line that we saw is this
You
one.
guys can, you guys are. I mean, you guys can criticize me as much as you want. Play b5.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Actually, this one, what I was suggesting, or maybe castle short, right? But
Yeah.
this one, and then you can prepare f6. So it's just a
What? Yeah.
different
What does
orders.
the computer suggest here?
B5.
Wow. Okay. So my grandmaster
But
move.
I'm curious why you play B5.
Because once he moves his knight to c5, he can't castle anymore.
Okay.
So once he goes to, I check him, boom, then that's it. He can't castle. One way or another, he's not gonna be able to castle. So he plays.
But so what?
So I don't know. I mean, again, after that, now I can castle kingside, put pressure, or just line up
Yeah,
my rooks on
let's
c.
say you can play Queen D2 instead of moving the king.
Well,
Clean.
okay.
I trip. Yeah, that's true.
Hold on. Computer gives this
No.
move because he has a tactical shot.
Yeah,
Okay.
because he loses the d4 pawn, doesn't he?
He does.
Yeah, but that's a
Yeah.
tactical shot, right? If you don't follow up with that, then his knight becomes really strong in c5. That's what I was telling, right?
No, it's true. Yeah,
Dude, you're playing like a computer, man.
yeah. All my moves, I'm telling you, I'm a computer. But no, I just completely. I mean, this is a blunder, guys. Complete blunder. Please make fun of me as much as you want. I did not see a3, and I played queen to b4. And after that, of course, I'm just playing for a draw. So, I mean, that's just so stupid. Yeah, I mean, it's terrible.
Happens. Yeah. Well, why? Like you were not
Wait,
concentrated.
Well, what he played here is a3, so he's kicking my queen back, right?
Oh, and then he plays B4.
Yeah, and that's it. Now I'm stuck.
Yeah, and that knight's really, really nice.
Oh yeah.
And keep playing.
Yeah, he played b4. Yeah, queen
Oh,
queen
no.
to c7.
This is already better for him for sure, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, at least to me at this point, I'm playing for a draw. Like I'm just trying to survive.
There is a plan. I don't know if it works just to get your knight to c4, just covering this. but I don't know. Maybe it's too slow. Now
Yeah.
you need to survive, right? Find a way to survive. But he's gonna dabble in the on the C file, maybe, right? That's what happened in the game.
Oh
And then
yeah,
you're
yeah. He
gonna
destroyed me. And he had a tactical opportunity there, and he took it, and that's it. I was down 2 pawns instantly.
wow.
So I completely didn't see it. So we can run through it. He plays bishop e2,
Okay.
a6, rook c1. After this, I mean, he's just developing.
Yep.
I castle,
Hmm?
castle kingside, g4,
Okay.
Wow.
Maybe. Okay.
knight to e7.
Hmm.
Yeah, g4. I mean, took me by surprise, big time.
Yeah.
Queen to c2.
Now you can play F4 and F5.
Now you have the F6 move, right? You gotta do something on the king side.
Yeah, and I didn't do it. So
So what are you gonna play here? What do you play for? What is your plan here?
yeah, no, that was definitely the attack, but I got consumed in the idea of defending because I felt like I was in a lost position.
What is this?
F6 still looks beautiful there, but I didn't see it at all. I played bishop to h6,
96. Yeah,
which is
actually, F6 doesn't work with because of tactical reasons, but E6 is sweet.
oh, okay.
Yeah, but that would be like
Yeah,
a dream move if it's possible. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
bishop to h6. Ruins his alignment there on c.
Or momentarily.
Yeah, rook to d1.
Okay.
I played knight to c8 here,
Okay.
Huh.
trying to get right. Does that make sense? Trying to get the
Yeah, makes a lot of sense to me. To be honest.
Yeah.
but it's very dangerous, and I paid for it. Watch.
Okay.
Then he played bishop to c1.
Okay. Oh
I
wow.
played bishop to g6. I mean, I'm sorry, bishop to g7.
Yep. You cannot trade there. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna trade that piece.
Yeah.
Here, I blundered big time. I thought, okay, let me just. Oh wait, hold on a second. Bishop to g7. Oh no, it's his turn. He played h4.
Okay. He's playing computer moves, man. Okay.
Okay, now I played knight to b6.
Right.
That's fine.
Okay, so what happens after knight to b6 though?
He takes the pawn.
I mean, if the computer finds a solution, then maybe I wasn't lost, I guess.
He takes on A6 or
Yeah,
Wow, that's very nice. Yeah.
yeah, he took on e6. I did not see that at all. At all.
because he has the pin, the knight's pinned.
So he's attacking
Yeah.
two pieces, right? And yeah, he's attacking two pieces at the same
I
time.
lose 2 pawns, and after that, it was just game over. I mean, I should have just resigned then, but I paid it out to the end, dragged it out.
Wow.
Yeah, because the knight's blocking the rook from.
I did not see it at all. I mean, I really was not looking for any tactical. I was thinking, okay, finally, I have one move, and but no, it doesn't work out.
Now you could play it, right? Like c3, and then you have this move, right?
Yeah.
I think. I think. What's the computer say? Yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah, he's gonna swing on the h file. So
Yeah.
now he's giving this move, right? Then you have possibilities of playing knight c4. So you were worried,
Yeah,
but not like completely losing, right?
Yeah, Carlos, you should never think like so defeatist. Like just think that that guy sucks and just play.
Oh, trust me, that's what I was thinking. But then after he just took my pawn,
Yeah, you gotta look for ways to find counterplay, right?
Oh yeah, that's what I did. I don't know if I try to minimize. I guess I mean, what does the computer say there after he takes
Yeah, it's a very very nice nice tactic, right?
rook? Yeah, bishop takes. I played rook to a7,
Okay.
and then queen takes.
Queen takes.
Yeah, queen takes.
Do you exchange queens?
After queen takes, it says here queen.
Yeah, you have to,
No.
right?
I think I'm missing a move. After queen took, says here queen to c7, which I'm already there. And then queen takes c7, rook. I might have played another move. I don't know what move that is, but yeah, the move after that. Oh, I think I moved rook to c8. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. And
Oh,
then he took my queen. I took with that rook, yeah. And then, yeah, I mean, after this, it's downhill. He played rook to g2.
but I was thinking you can at least get a pawn back if you take the queen bishop takes and the knight c4, right? No?
I don't know. You know, I was just thinking of how I can put pressure on those pawns, at least take one pawn, and I can maybe go for a draw or something, but it was lost. Big
Yeah,
time.
this is already losing, right? He has even the pair of bishops and
Yeah.
his bishop.
No, but
yeah.
but you said when you play b4, you said, "Oh, I'm gonna look for a draw." You're like,
Yeah, my mentality.
yeah, it's like, oh, so then you're gonna play worse because you're already playing like looking to play defensive.
The thing is that
Yeah.
this when you play queen to b4, that's a psychological blow. Okay, right? That has
Yeah.
happened to me. If you play something like this and you oh shit and gets you out of the game, that's one thing, right? So to
Yeah,
recover
because my plans are completely shut down. Yeah.
and you're pissed with yourself, right? You didn't see a move, right? And you think you're playing well, and then you see something like this, and you realize that you messed it up. So you need to find a different way to stay on the game, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, Carlos. But
Yeah,
actually,
I guess I was still good because I had strong knights and a strong bishop. An f6 pawn could have still happened, you know. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think you're right. I mean, psychologically, I was just like, damn, that's it, you
but
know.
look for the take whatever. Actually, the line that Gaston was saying, it was even better than maybe the one I was given. Look for f6 here, right? Try to
Yeah.
castle, f6, just the normal counterplay that we were discussing with your games from previous week, right? And then you
Yep.
play at some point knight f5, right? Trying to put pressure,
Mm-hmm.
okay, on the d4 pawn. Even with the bishop on f3, if you have the f5 open, the queen goes away from the defense of that bishop, you can even have sacrifices on f3, sacking the exchange. So you have ideas, right? You're attacking the d pawn. For sure, I think I like this position better for black. Okay, that's
Yeah.
my preference.
I agree with
Even
you.
at
I
this
like it
point,
more.
I play against Jordanius one game in this line. Okay, and it was like he even play h3 at this point. Okay, h3, right? Even better for me. Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's like that. Like this
How
position
about in move 11? Go move one more.
mm,
Okay, here instead of f5, I mean no, after bishop b2, instead of knight to f5, I castle.
right?
Now what if they play knight to a4 still? Do I just play b6? I mean, is that just defend?
Yeah, that
Anything?
makes a lot of
Everything
sense.
makes.
B6 makes sense maybe, but yeah, you can play B6. I think it's fine. Or you can even maybe ignore. What would you play in here, Gaston? Maybe B6 is strong. I believe.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, maybe B6. Yeah, maybe B6
B6.
because F6 is coming
And then
coming right now. I mean,
and there's
and
yeah.
the knight in A4 is misplaced.
And also you're preventing the knight from coming like the whatever. I don't know if you read my system. So what Nimsovich was like stress a lot is that whenever you have this knight jumps, you need to cover the jump squares, okay, before you
Yeah.
do anything. So that's usually what he was saying, right? And also, if you're gonna play f6 and he comes to c5, he's gonna be attacking your e6 pawn, which is gonna be your main weakness in this position, right?
That's true. Yes, I gotta defend.
Yeah, you gotta play for this. Yeah. So fine. So okay, so we can jump to the next game, right? Um,
Yeah.
yep. So you guys, maybe I can show one of my games. Uh, I can show the game against Pedro or Vlad. Which one
Oh,
you want?
Yeah.
Again, Vlad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game. Everybody wants
That
to
was
see
a
it.
draw, right? You drew him? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this guy's the game against Vlad. He played like instantly all these moves, man. I was so nervous when he was like, he knows what he's doing, and he plays this line that he loves to play. And I had checked a bit the line that before the game, but I didn't know it that deep. And then this is, I know it's normal, this thing, okay? He's gonna play at some point. He's gonna play g5, right? And I didn't want to play knight c6 because he has knight takes c6 and e5 very strong, right? If I play knight c6, so knight fd7, he played this, and then he played this move, man. I was like completely now out of theory, okay? Now I am on my own, okay? So, okay, here, Miniello actually criticized this move because he was saying that he was already rolling the pawns and so you're castling into the rolling pawns. But what I wanted to do is knight takes d4 and then play b5. Okay.
Okay, wait. Explain to the layman why didn't you take the pawn on h4? It's your move, right?
Yeah, I didn't even consider that taking that pawn. I didn't want, for instance, in yeah, he can just continue his attack, like playing queen d2 and castle queen side.
Mhm.
So you're afraid of opening the file for the rook, isn't
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Actually, I looked at it, but I said, okay, why I want to take this pawn? Well, he can even take maybe take on c6 and take on d6 as well. Take on c6,
Oh.
pawn takes, and take on d6. Okay, and he can even just play. Let's just check this thing. And okay, the computer is giving it, even this. I don't think it would be uh why I cannot open it.
Wow. Oh yeah, it says knight.
Yeah, actually this takes here and play take on d6. This is better for white.
So he puts it back and then he has a better position.
Yeah.
That's
So okay, so I castle. Okay, there's one other option which is playing the knight to e5. That's from I saw previous games, but this castle I think it's fine. And he played g5, just taking away the square for the bishop and preparing the attack. And also he wanted he was if he played queen d2, I was gonna play knight takes. So he wanted to be a tempo up, right? Because
Yep.
if he just played queen d2, then if I play this and he takes, right? He's actually he's there's a tempo difference, right? So that's the main difference as well. Okay, there here's a plan of 95, this knight to e5 and then jump into c4, but I went for this plan. Okay, okay, and then I play b4. Okay,
Wow.
so what do you guys think about this move?
Hmm.
Do you think it's
Don't
sound?
do
Would you
don't
play
do
it?
this at home.
Hmm?
Don't do this
You're
at home.
you're
No.
kicking the knight out.
Yeah, I don't see Gaston doesn't like it that much. Maybe
No, no,
because
no. Yeah, when I started studying the Cheveningen,
yeah.
this position is very similar to the Keres attack or English attack with the pawn in f3, right?
Yeah.
So I remember a game before maybe b7 and queen c7 and later before.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I like black position because you need to defend very very good. I like black position.
Dario, did you feel that there was a rush to play before, or?
Well, what I was thinking when I was playing this position is that I gotta be aggressive. If I'm not aggressive, I was gonna lose the game. Okay,
Yeah.
and especially if I'm playing against Vlad, who is a very aggressive player and calculates very well. Okay, so I respect a lot his. Usually when I have played Vlad, I usually try to play more positional games because of I respect a lot his tactical ability. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
so this is what happened. Okay, he took the pawn. Even
He was like,
computer,
"There's nothing here. Prove it."
yeah,
Right.
and even computer gives yeah. Okay, it's I don't think the computer doesn't disapprove it if he gives like a bit kind of a bit advantage to white, but I don't think it's computer is gonna give always for the pawn. If you give a pawn, usually computer is gonna refute it. Okay, and then queen a5. Okay, I have ideas of rook b4, knight e5. So I'm having some ideas, right? So he has to be careful. Okay, king b1. He's gonna rush to the king a1. Okay, there's it reminds me of a Chinese variation of the of the dragon. Okay, so he has to be careful here. And then 95, and here he has to find a good move. Otherwise, I have rook b4 is coming. Okay, I don't know how to defend it. He plays something like this, for example, right? Already rook b4, boom. Okay, he moves
Oh,
like this. I can take on b2 or play knight c4. Either of them wins the game instantly. Okay.
Dario, you're playing very good, man.
Thank you, man. So he found a good move. Knight bishop d2. So now the threat is knight d5. Very strong. Okay. I looked at queen a3, but it doesn't work. So just queen c7. I keep my attack. And then he goes to h1. Makes sense. That's a good move. And here, what is the plan? To attack on b2 or to attack on c2? So I said, okay, let's see what he does and
Can I?
develop another piece. So he plays f4, and I went for the plan of attacking on c2, placing my knight to b4 with a tempo, and I play here. Okay, attacking
Can I
c2.
just say something real quick, Dario?
Yeah,
I like how you turned it into like you're the one who's on the offensive now.
yeah, that's what
You know,
I.
like you
All right.
took, yeah, like you took hold of the game, like you took control of the game and say, "Hey, I'm not going to play by your rules. I'm going to be offensive and set it. Even though I'm going to sacrifice a pawn, but I'm going to set the tone."
Yeah, that's the way actually I like to play with initiative, even with I'm a pawn down. Computer is gonna
Yeah.
give Vlad advantage the whole game. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you that computer. I'm playing like a computer or anything, but I practically I like my chances in this game. Okay, and then here I play this. He played rook c1. Okay, and then I was thinking about queen b7 or rook c8. Queen b7 has a nasty threat. Okay, the nasty threat is to play knight h2, knight a2, or knight d3. It's dangerous. Okay, if he plays his knight d3 is gonna attack the queen and attack the b2 pawn at the same time, and he prevents that. Let's say with bishop e3. Okay, I'm gonna play knight takes a2. Okay, so this is very strong. He has to play b3. Okay, weakening, and then I can play maybe bishop d8. Okay, activating my bishop, or maybe I was gonna play queen c7 and trying to have the rook on c8, possible sacrifices on of the exchange on c3, right? I was just trying to create a weakness, but I thought I could hold it for one more move, because a3 I thought I was gonna be able to play queen b7 right away. So I played rook c8, but here I miscalculated because I thought a3 I could play queen b7 this move. Okay, but actually it doesn't work. Because he can I thought I could have this move. Okay, yeah, actually this doesn't work. He has this move. Okay, so Yeah, actually, because if you see, I was thinking about this one. I have this move, rook takes. Okay, but he has knight d1, which I missed. So here, when he played this, I had to come up with something else. So I came up with a5. Okay, guys, say something, man. I'm feeling bad.
He should take if he takes the knight, he's lost, right?
Well, it looks that he's lost. I thought he was lost if he took. Everybody that was checking the game thought that he couldn't take the knight. However, there's a um he takes here. There's a very nice resource which is rook
Oh, he
h3.
comes up with the rook.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, I'm just impressed at how like the attacking mentality that you have, which is it's nice. I mean, like A5, you know, you're completely sacking a piece,
Yeah,
and
actually that's
you're opening up the A file. I mean, it's crazy.
and the point of this thing is that if I play rook a8 and play rook a3, actually I cannot take the rook
Yeah,
with the pawn
yeah,
because the queen is the pawn is pinned, right?
yeah. Wow,
It's really
incredible.
crazy, man. It's really crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see that, and
You didn't see that? It's so obvious.
I didn't see, I didn't see that. I'm not sure. You think like maybe an IM FM will see this thing, Gaston? I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
They will see that resource, Rook A3.
I
Yeah,
think
they're
it's at 20 m. I mean, they find that move.
Yeah, they will find that move, right? So I gotta be
Yeah.
careful when playing this type of. But okay, here they didn't see, and a couple of moves he didn't take anything, right? And
He didn't take. He was scared. Yeah.
he played bishop e3, right? And then queen b7. Okay, now I'm playing my plan, and he can also take. I'm going for the. Oh, here it doesn't work to take. Okay.
Oh, because now the rook is blocked,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's true. But
what is it that
even
you can
after
play?
that, let me see the defensive resource. That's very interesting, man. Is there a defensive resource? Knight a2, rook a8, b3. What is that? Well, at least I have rook.
Oh, he has bishop e4,
I have
d4.
this one, maybe.
No, that's
I thought I could have something like this, and yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
no,
okay.
but
That's fair. Okay. Yeah, he's holding it.
Yeah, there's some stuff there, but he has to be careful as well. Okay,
Yeah.
so I play this move, and he played this. So rook a8, and he went back to d4, preventing the sacrifice. I was gonna sacrifice, okay? Sorry about this. I was gonna sacrifice on c3. I was planning to do that right now. Okay? He plays something like this. Okay? I was gonna. Okay, here this is the move, right? But if he plays something like this, I was thinking about this. I was thinking about taking on c3, but here maybe it doesn't work. But I was planning on something like that. I was planning on playing
It's
this.
a shame that your
It doesn't
dark
work. It doesn't
bishop
work.
isn't doing anything. Because
Huh?
I was thinking maybe you can sacrifice your dark squared bishop on a3 at some point, but it's too many moves.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard to get d5 because he has the bishop on g2. Okay, so he
Yeah.
played this, and I just repeated moves. I thought at this point I didn't have much, and then he went for the attack, rook c4, right? And he can still take on a4 and on b4. Okay. Yeah, he can take.
wait. Go back 2 moves before you played that.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you played rook to b8, go for okay. When go up to where he played bishop to d4.
Okay.
So it's your turn now.
Yep.
Yeah. So you can't sack your rook anymore. So you can't play e5
e5.
to kick.
No,
Yeah,
he was gonna
wouldn't that
take, right?
eventually trade the black bishop? I guess.
No, he was winning a pawn at that point, right?
Mm,
Yeah, and he's opening up. You're opening up your king side.
yeah.
Only thing I will have to be able to use my bishop on e7. I thought about that, but I'm not sure if it works. And if I go back, also one thing, if I go back with my knight, his knight can jump to d5. So
Yeah.
so here knight c6 was better, but I played this and I went for this. And here taking on b4 is actually strong. Okay, taking on d4.
Oh,
Now
he
it's
took.
actually strong. Okay, now there's no tricks and anything, man. It's just like losing for me. Okay, rook a8,
Oh, he did take. Okay.
b3, and he can defend. Man. He can defend because
B3.
he can play c3 and he will be able to
Oh,
hold.
to
Okay,
be
his
better.
thing. He plays c3, rook c7. This is better for him. Okay, he can
Oh
defend. He
yeah.
can fold. Okay, but actually I didn't have much time at this point either. I play this and he blundered. Okay, here, right here the move
Oh.
was knight c6.
Knight
Knight
c6.
c6. He has
He
to be
takes
careful.
mate.
Yeah, and actually
If
I'm
he
attacking the bishop, and if the bishop moves to e3, I'm winning the knight.
yeah.
So this is
Oh my god.
this computer move. Okay, queen b5.
Nice.
This didn't happen. Okay, in the game. Just
So if he takes, now you take.
this is actually half compensation. Okay, I'm half compensation for the exchange, and this is a way to go. Okay, and this is a game. I will be happy to play with this. Okay, with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, now down the exchange and having an attack, I'll be okay
Oh
with
yeah.
something like that. But this didn't happen. I played knight c2. Boom. I thought, okay, I'm getting a lot of pawns, and if he exchanged queens, I'll be in an endgame which I'm not losing because that's what happened, right? I thought I missed here. I thought he only had a rook here, rook b2. Okay,
This
actually,
is a move. How it's a draw. I can't believe it's a draw.
so I thought he
It
had
just
this
looks.
move, and I was gonna sacrifice my queen. Okay, actually, if he plays knight takes, um, here what is the if he plays this, I was gonna play this. Okay, sacking the queen,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mate.
I saw that really.
No.
Yeah, but yeah, if he plays knight a2, it's fine. But he played this move, and then we went for an end game,
Wow.
and then
That's
queen d4. I
tough.
exchange everything. I'm happy, and then I play this move in order to exchange pawns. Computer is giving advantage to white, but okay, this is already drawn. Okay, I don't think white
But
has a
he,
chance.
but he's a piece up. He like,
Yeah, but there's no pawns. There's not
wow.
many pawns left. I can force them to be exchanged.
You can just sack a piece for a pawn and that's it.
Well, I gotta be careful because the two bishops can mate a king, and a knight and a bishop can also mate a king, and I'm pretty sure you'll find it. So
You never know, man. You know that I have a video on YouTube.
yeah, yeah. So
You never know.
play this, and this I think I might have gone wrong here at some point, and this happened, and then I went here because he was getting something, right? He was threatening to play bishop d4, winning the pawn on h7. I didn't want to lose any pawn. Okay, and here he went for this, and he went for this. I calculated that I could take the knight and then play this. And here he's defending his pawn. This is his only way to win the game. But I have a deflection, pawn deflection, and he plays here.
Nice.
So I can
Nice.
occupy this square, and here I play this. Right?
Nice. Wow.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I don't.
Wow.
I made a lot of mistakes. That's what I believe. But it was an okay game. I don't know.
An okay game. It was an incredible game.
Yeah, it was an amazing game.
Even even the end game is amazing how you defended that well.
Yeah. I
Uh,
thought you were lost.
no, the plan is yeah, the plan is like since there are not many pieces on the board and I
Yeah,
have a pawn advantage, then I could just trade all the pawns. He cannot win them, right? Two bishops
yeah.
against one bishop, he cannot beat me, right? So and
It's
I don't
easier
think
said than done.
yeah, and I don't think I have any chance to win the game either. So yeah, so that's the thing.
And I'm sure that Vlad made it very grueling to because I'm sure he wanted to win, right?
Yeah,
Like
I
that.
offer a draw and maybe when we exchange queens, but he didn't take it. He wanted to win. Yeah, and I
Yeah,
would
he
have
wanted.
done the same thing. To be honest, I would have done the
Yeah,
same thing.
no, but Vlad, he calculates every single thing. Like it's excruciating.
Yeah, he's
You
very
know
he
he's making
calculates
the
very
right
well.
move.
That's true. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys want to see a couple more games?
Yeah.
I'm down. I have time
Yeah.
for one more.
Okay.
Let's see my game with Jordanis. I want to show how I destroyed him.
But do you
Yeah,
think
when I walked over there, you had like 3 pawns on the 7th rank. I was like, what's going on? What is this?
Oh man, that was so bad. And he was winning at some point, and he won.
Yeah, I felt like he had when I walked over. I think he had like a good fork going on to fork your queen and your rooks.
Yeah, no, he had a good attack. He had a good counter attack, but then he didn't know what to do. So he made a couple of moves that bad moves, and that's it.
Yeah,
And I'm white. I like how I played the opening. I felt powerful, even though I have no theoretical knowledge.
you don't know the theory here?
I have no idea. What is that called? Is that what
Maybe Gaston knows better.
Yeah, E4. I mean, put the vision is E4 is Keres gambit. E4 is a Keres gambit, and of course it's a gambit. You need to play B5, right?
E5, yeah, that's the move, right? And then you
Because if he played like for example Bishop G4, you just take in C4 and you have all the center for free.
So if he plays B5, what I play like
E5.
that's the move, right? Oh yeah, that's the like
Yeah, E5, knight D5, A4,
A4, yeah. And then he plays.
and here you have many options, but I like Bishop E6, for example.
here.
You take in B5. I take in C3. CB5. And then you relocate your bishop in D5 and E6.
Yep.
It's very interesting.
You have a pass pawn, right? On A file, and you're gonna block this pawn chain, right?
Yeah, but it's not that easy. I mean, it's not easy because white have maybe contemplating the king side. So
Yep.
anyway, but I like black position.
But here I get the feeling that oh, hold on. Actually, Dio had a good position, right? Better
I felt good.
center.
I felt like I was dominating the center. Then I'm gonna castle, and then
Yep.
play F4. Just like crush him in the center.
Why not taking
I don't
on
think
F3 and taking on D4? That doesn't work.
What?
Here, taking here. Queen takes.
No, I'm gonna take with the pawn. But I'm gonna take with the pawn, right?
You're gonna take with
And
the
then
pawn.
castle. Yeah, and castle queenside.
Okay.
Is that not good? That's what my plan was. And then I have like that G file open for me. What?
Yep.
Yeah,
You
you miss something, Diego, here.
And then I take, and then he takes.
Pawn up.
I like black now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Wow, I didn't even consider that. That's interesting. No, no. Oh. Hmm. If he takes on e4, I take with the knight, and then he takes my knight on f3.
I'm pretty sure that Jordanis didn't. He just he just moved the bishop. He didn't take too much time. Pretty sure about it. He plays really fast, right?
Yeah, he plays fast.
He didn't say, "Oh no, fuck it. Let's play bishop h5."
Yeah.
And then okay.
Interesting. That's
Now
interesting.
he's threatening the e4. You castle. You have weakness on your king side, but it's not very easy to exploit, right?
Yeah.
Well, right now he's giving the. Oh, he has the tactical possibilities, right?
How about knight takes e4?
Knight takes b4, e4. That's interesting. Well, maybe it doesn't work. b5.
No, now not working because the queen is not in the air.
Hmm.
So h6, bishop d2, and then queen d8. Okay. Rook d1, queen c7. So why he didn't go to? If he was going to play queen c7, why he didn't go to queen c7 right away? Right.
It's Jordanis, man.
Okay.
Man, you're talking to my son, man. Be careful you tell me, okay? I mean, it's not Javier Jordanis. It's Javier Andretta. Is a real name.
That's his blood.
I'm gonna put it in the taxes next year.
Here, bishop f4 was a better move actually.
Oh yeah.
Bishop f4. That's what I saw.
Interesting.
Yep.
I just wanna like push the pawns up and just
Yeah,
crush him.
this doesn't look a bad move. You have a strong sentiment. He doesn't have a way to challenge it. So that's the
Yeah.
main thing. There's no way to challenge. You just keep your space advantage, right? And you open the center. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, 5, and then you're crushing through, right?
Oh
Wow,
my
that
God.
bishop on h7. Oh my god.
Wow.
So
I really like my position right now, but like after he played Queen C7, I was thinking of a plan. I couldn't figure out a plan.
But Diego, like his rook on h8 and his bishop on h7, they're not only not playing, they're not gonna play. Okay, entire game. It's
No,
not that
but
they're not
somehow he
playing
gets out
right
of it.
now, huh?
He gets out of it later, but yeah, you're right. In theory, you're
No,
right.
you're gonna checkmate before they play. Okay, that's the thing. I don't see any. You could look at this. Okay.
So after this, I was thinking, what should I do? And I don't know. Is taking that pawn good? I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Now, what is he gonna take? He gonna take an f5, right? The queen is there.
Wait. Why does the computer say I'm positive 15? Like, what the hell?
That's what I'm saying. Your position is completely.
Yeah, you're
crushed.
destroying him.
What is he gonna?
What?
What is his plan? There's no plan for black.
Please don't tell me you took on.
But
G6.
it says I can take on B7. What?
What is
I was
wrong with
thinking of that, but then what am I gonna do? Okay, never mind.
What is this bishop on d7 doing? Why you play like that?
I don't know, man. It's a bad move.
Okay,
Yeah, so I
I'm
think
not
after
saying you
that
find
move,
the computer moves, but
everything
maybe
goes to hell.
doubling on the d file makes a lot of sense, right? So
Yeah.
that's a move, right? Yeah, and then
Yeah.
he tries to trap your bishop. Okay, fine, but I don't know how he's gonna trap it. Okay.
Wow. At some point it said plus 15. That's amazing. Okay.
And
That's
then
crazy.
this is just like you sack the piece,
So I
right?
sacrificed the piece because I thought like those three connected pawns were gonna like completely kill him. And then like I'm playing around trying to take a piece away. He took that pawn on G5, which is pretty bad. And then that allowed me to attack the king easier. And then I'm just
You killed Jordanis, man.
yeah. And then he's just desperately trying to get something.
And that's a nice move.
I'm gonna have a mate in two, like a mate. Oh, that's mate. If he takes the rook, it's mate
Yeah.
on c5.
Yeah, that was a nice game, Dio.
Yeah, I liked it, but I think I was losing at some point. If he takes the bishop on d7, I think I lose.
I think you can just try to see the ways, like maybe not in this game, but maybe in the other ones, right? How to see the mistakes that you made, right? At least in the one that we saw, right, against Mr. Marquez, right?
Yeah, that's because I'm playing too fast. I'm playing without a plan. I think I
Yeah,
have
and
to
also
learn.
check that opening, okay, as well, like because I know you played Paulson a lot, right? So it would be a good
Uh,
idea to just take a look at that, right?
yeah, I mean, I think my major issue is just calming down and thinking of a plan and then implementing the plan.
Mm,
You know what I
okay.
mean? Because a lot of times I get anxious and I just move something because I think it's good, but I don't stop and evaluate everything and say, okay, let's attack on the queen side because of this. I have a pawn break, for example. Let's castle short. I didn't even think of that.
Okay, got you.
Consider all the factors to get to that decision. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I think it was a good show. I think we saw some good ideas, some good games. So thank you guys for attending. Okay.
Thanks
Okay.
for
Thank
Thank
you
you
guys.
guys. Very good game. I love your game with Black Dario and Diego. You played very good with
Yeah, very
Hector.
strong.
Yeah, very strong game, Diego. Cateriano, very good game.
Yeah, thank you guys.
I like more that game than the Murphy game.
Yeah,
Yeah, because the Murphy game is, I mean,
yeah. It's just me taking advantage of mistakes nonstop.
yeah, exactly. But that game is much better.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Appreciate
All
it.
right.
Okay.
Good night.
take care again.
1 second.
Till next time. Till next tournament.
All right. Yes.
Oh, Christmas Open.
Oh yeah. Hey, announce it. What day? What?
Hey,
What's the,
listen. I can play for free there, right? Because I am national master, right?
It's quick rated, so I don't think
What?
that counts. So if it was regular rated, I would
yeah.
Okay.
Just 'cause
remember.
one twice. If you win this tournament, I'll let you play the next one for free.
No. Oh, okay.
Hey Diego, announce the
Three
dates.
in a row. It'll be three already, so it's like, come on.
Diego, announce the date, the exact date for the Christmas Open.
December 12th at my house.
I'm down.
Hey, remember, a lot of food. A lot of food. Yeah, I know enough food.
I'm
people
recording.
don't-
Watch what you're saying. I'm recording right now. Okay.
Good pizza, and 25 minutes, 10-second increment, 5 rounds. Really nice,
Good
Maybe a
food.
grandmaster will come. You don't know. You never know.
Okay. I'm gonna stop that recording. Okay. 1 second.